Hi, I'm Dr. Lana Denny, Bulletproof Babes, self-defense based on behavioral sciences. Welcome to this week's digital self-defense tip. If you wear a fitness tracking device or you know someone who does, you're going to want to know this information. First of all, let's just call those devices what they really are. A fitness tracking device is a marketing term. Really, they're biometric surveillance devices. Now, for people who are on my newsletter list or they subscribe to my videos, these are people who are very security conscious. They try to be very aware, more so than the rest of the population, as to what's happening around them. And these fitness devices can cost you more than a scammer. And I'm going to show you how that plays out. So let me tell you how this started. It started with a bad argument with my brother because several years ago when these devices first came out, he was proudly showing me his device. And at the same time, I had read of two cases in a medical journal regarding, one was a workers' comp case, one was a disability case, where the insurance companies who were fighting those claims actually got the data from that person's Fitbit and was using it against them in court. And he was telling me, oh, so what? It caught a couple scammers. No, not so what. This is being used against people in ways that they don't quite realize. So that fitness tracker is not just measuring how many steps you took. It is a real life snapshot of really how your body is functioning, what your heart rate is, whether or not you're stressed, how well you slept. And you know, it's not accurate. All it does is measure signals. It does not measure reality. For example, let's just say that that tracker says that you walked 10,000 steps yesterday and you know you didn't. Well, a lot of things can throw that tracker off. For example, arm movement. If you were brushing your teeth, that can register as a step. Let's just say in court, the insurance company wants to say, how disabled can you really be? We saw that your heart rate was such and such, which is consistent with exercise. But really, maybe you were just angry or you were frustrated or you were anxious and your heart rate was elevated. So there's a lot of data that they take and they can misconstrue. So I want to show you, I think, 4 or 5 ways to secure your own data on this. So unfortunately, it will not protect you from a subpoena, but it'll limit a lot of what data brokers can get about you and also what the insurance companies can find out about you very effortlessly without a subpoena. So the very first thing you want to do is that when you get those devices, the default is public settings. That means almost anybody can look at your data. So on a Fitbit, you're going to go to settings, privacy, only me. I'm sorry, I can only cover Fitbit here. There's so many of these devices now, but if I don't mention your device, you can easily Google it or get on ChatGPT and ask them how to do these settings. The second thing you want to do is you want to limit how many other apps you're connecting that to. For example, you don't want to connect your Fitbit to MyFitnessPal, to Strava, to Apple Health. Those are all other apps that are also harvesting your data that can be easily accessed. So don't connect other apps to that one fitness app that you have. Next thing you want to do is you want to turn off the GPS tracking device. So on a Fitbit, you're going to hit exercise, activity, disable GPS tracking. Lastly, don't let that device store your biometric data in the cloud anywhere, like your iCloud account. It can be stored fine on your local device, but don't let it connect to online storage platforms that can easily be hacked, can easily be accessed. So I hope that helps. And if you'd like, please, you can sign up for my newsletter, which is absolutely free. We never share your information, and you'll get it once a week. I'll put the link in the comments. Hope that helps. I'll see you soon.